Whoa! Oh, it's a lot of damage. Ladies and gentlemen, Badass Engineer. We are looking at the Badass Engineer mod today, which adds a bunch of new abilities to Engineer's already kinda broken kit. So let's go through them. The M1 charges up like the usual M1, but fires 24 or something homing missiles. They're related to a lot of damage. They're relatively weak. They do like 22% damage, I think, but it's just better than the grenades. We have the typical shift ability. They don't have an alternate shift, so the harpoons are still the case there. The turrets are where a lot of this build comes into play. So if I head over here and I click 2, you see turret type is now railgun in the chat. I pop down a turret. I now have a railgun engineer turret that does a bunch of damage to an enemy at a much lower fire rate. I can shift it to the Hydra launcher, which I don't think is implemented yet, so I put this down. This is this is a shotgun blast. This guy shoots a giant shotgun blast at enemies. Actually, this one might be the Hydra launcher, that giant attack, because now if I put one down, it should be the 50 cal, or the, this is the like minigun, essentially. I think the names are a little bit messed up. We're gonna ignore that, loot as normal, and I wanna show you what the M2 does during teleporter, because it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in this game. I can also swap turret modes by pinging them. So this is now the normal version. This is now the weak boy. No, it's not. See, the names are a little bit messed up, but I can swap it around. This, the Hydra launcher. I can put it to, I think, the normal version. That should be normal now. I can just cycle through it, essentially. It's my normal, classic engineered turret, but I can make it whatever I want, whenever I want. One thing I really want, like every engineer run, but especially today, is pocket ICBM. We obviously have the usual shift with harpoons, which will triple if I can manage to get ICBM, but also the M1, I would assume, would also triple. Also, guys, I have a cold. I'm a little bit sick today. So if y'all want to go down near the comments, swipe right and hype up the video. It's a new feature YouTube's got going on. I don't know exactly how it works, but you can hype up small creators' videos for it to perform better. Yo, that'd be pretty sweet. I have to be very careful not to use my M2. It recharges once every about 300 seconds. So I gotta be relatively careful. Of course, I will show you how it works pretty soon on teleporter, but I don't want to waste it yet. Also, these turrets, I think it goes without saying, they do inherit all of my items regardless of the mode that they're in, whether it's railgun, rocket shotgun, minigun, all of them inherit all my items, so I can switch them depending on the build. If I have a lot of bleed, maybe minigun is the play, but if I have like bands, maybe railgun is the play. Don't worry, guys, I just remember to put damage numbers on. Yo, I forget every single time. Now, my question for a backup magazine is, what on earth is that? Backup mag is so useless. It gives me +1 charge. So the M2 is an orbital strike that I can call in if I have 100 charges of my M2. It takes 3 seconds to charge up a charge, and so about 300 seconds or 5 minutes to charge it up to full. A backup bag just gives me 1 extra charge, and that's so not helpful. Honestly, just spamming M1 instead of holding it seems to maybe be better? I don't actually know. I'd imagine it's about the same amount of effectiveness, but I can really cook like little enemies if I just continuously spam my M1. Alright guys, I understand. You want to see the M2. Let's do it. I'll do teleporter. I'm gonna pop down my M2. What do we have? Beetle Queen? That's exactly what I was hoping for. Bink. Throw that down. It's just a little mine. But it's bigger than you might think the ability is. I'm just gonna let it play out. That's iconic. And I should have put it directly on the Beetle Queen. I did not, but we'll be using that every stage. One thing to keep in mind, and it's why I didn't like use it right in the beginning. One, suspense, but two, the cooldown continues between stages. So I won't be able to use this in the beginning of next stage because I will have just used it on this stage. I'm gonna do the Halcyonite Shrine here too, just to get 3 extra items, letting my minigun turrets do their thing. Oh, they have knockback. How fun is that? Let's swap to the Hydra Launcher if this is correct. Yeah, this is the rocket shotgun. It's not the Hydra Launcher. So it is gonna be a little bit confusing to actually know what turret I'm putting on, but I can swap them. I wanna get, oh, this one's Hydra now. I feel like Hydra is the best. You can't have something named Hydra Launcher and have it not be absolutely bonkers. Now, hopefully, one's a minigun. Let's swap you to Hydra. Yeah, double Hydra Launcher. That's going to be unreal. Come on. Put in the work, baby. Put in the work. I'm just throwing my M1 out there. We'll throw some other missiles at it. We need a pocket ICBM so badly. That would make this build go absolutely bananas. And you, my friend, are finished. Now, we were given... Ooh, I feel like this is the play. We do drone, razor wire for turrets, repulsion armor for turrets is perfect. Nah. What are the chances? What are the I mean, our greens are so good, but I can't not do it. Like, I have to do it. That's unreal that just appeared to be here. I swear to God, I didn't cheat it. I might take a rose buckler, though. It's a good item. We have the scrap. I'm gonna grab one. Appreciate you, Newt. Thanks for being my dad on this one. Now, we do not have a free access to bands on this stage, which is sad. Wait, do you have my items? Oh, no, it's just the drone, or the dynamite item. We don't have free access to bands. We did not get Abandoned Aqueduct in the Newtacular Zone, so Aphelion Sanctuary is gonna have to do. Now, what it looks like to me is that the M1 is not tripled, which is tragic. However, of course, our shift will be every single time, which I guess is fine. First equipment is Leech. Not what you want to see, I'll be honest. I mean, not even a little bit. But this is tragic that this is not tripled, because that would be unreal. I understand. That would be a little too strong. But it's already buffed up Engineer. I don't think we're worried about power creep. I'm also loving the speed it's giving me. We have a lot of speed. 4 gold hoofs and a mocha. Feels incredible so far. I'm gonna pop you right down here. I'm gonna pop you right down here. We're gonna send all of our goodies out, and you're decimated. We are looking good. Now, I do have a Void Cradle to pop. Oh, I was trying to get my health back because I popped a leech, and yet here we are, getting no health back. Big fan of Key, though. We can get some really good items later using that. Green. And the razor wire's back. Guys, the build's right back where we were. The ukulele from earlier is a hard loss. I hope we can get that back, but we don't need it if we keep getting speed. My goodness. Oh my God, and a feather. This is the best engineer mobility run you've ever seen. This guy's kind of a badass. Now, looks like we can't get Newt because it is up there, and I have no way to get my fat engineer ass up there. Well, we got a lot of beetles here. However, I'm not too worried because I'm gonna pop teleporter right now and get ready for another orbital strike on a wandering Vagrante. Problem is, these guys are over here, and so I don't really know the best way to do damage to them. I'm just gonna hit, I mean, I don't really know how to bring these guys over and hit all the enemies. I'm gonna throw this here and just kind of let it kill all the little guys. We'll send out our mines. We'll pop 1 turret here, 1 turret here, and we'll just kind of let the rail, or the orbital strike, do what it needs to do. Uh-oh. Woo! Let's save ourselves. As the orbital strike comes down, it hits structures. Oh, okay, but it does move a lot. That's why we missed the Beetle Queen earlier, because it kind of moves around in a radius. But it does hit structures, and that's good to know. Otherwise, we could use it in the Mithrix arena, and, you know, maybe not hit Mithrix. I don't know, we're going to try our best. I mean... So that worked, though. The map is clear. Stage 2 is pretty much done. Ooh, more speed or bleed? At this point, I need 1 bleed. We have the minigun turrets. We have to at least try to see what it looks like to stack this much bleed. Sulfur pools! We'll start off getting a lot of money, and then we'll... Oh, I don't like this guy. I don't like when everything's gilded and scary. Let me throw this down, but let me also swap over to the minigun version so we can get the bleed going. Yeah, I don't think the proc coefficient is very high, meaning the bleed we're going to actually see is going to be most likely pretty low. But I think it's our best chance of stacking it really high is to rock minigun turrets. Look at how high up this beetle guard is. Oh, I just got Breaching Fin, which I am a full hater of. Breaching Fin hater for life. But with these turrets, they're actually cooking. Also, the fact that I have a lot of defensive items, especially the unstable transporter or transmitter, turrets are going to be nuts this whole stage. I wonder if I throw out my missiles here, if they will go automatically to... Yeah, they do. They're going to pop the acid, which is really helpful because I don't really want these acid pools to be here. And they can pop them from all the way back farther away so that I don't pop them by accident and get damaged. I'm going to jump over here, grab our free life shrine, for sure. Then we'll hit the Void Cradle, and we have a key somewhere on this stage if we want to use it. I don't know if we do. Void Sense, interesting. I'm gonna go for it. I also do have enough faith to pop this, just to get more boss rewards. I think it essentially counts as a mountain shrine, but you know what enemy's gonna spawn in. I'm gonna hit it. Hopefully we get that extra item, but for now, I feel strong enough where we could probably do that no problemo. Ooh, a red? Ooh, Ben's Raincoat, not what I'm looking to see. It is kind of bad and awful and not good. So the goal is to now look for a recycler. Okay, Seed of Life is the best out of here, and I will take that. Still absolutely taking a recycler over that, but I don't think we're gonna find one. There is another Halcyon Shrine. I could dabble. I mean, we're strong enough where I don't... Ooh. Yo, what are these items, dude? Give me a recycler, please. We have another large chest. Red, no! Okay, I really don't need two of those. I think I've looted all of the stage that there is to loot for... for a recycler, and I was unable to locate or procure one, so I have to take the bad reds we found to double healing that we don't have, and then, what was our other one? Oh, Ben's Raincoat. Yo, that's atrocious. We better find a scrapper, or... we can maybe just like blind print on the moon into a good white soup. I'm so tempted to open the key box. I'm gonna wait one more stage though. The reason you do that is because a void key is much better than a rusted key. So if I open the void key now and find a rusted key next stage, I get one void item, one normal item. But if I keep the void key and find a rusted key next stage, then I get to open the void key next stage, and then open another void key on stage 5. So it's a little bit safer to keep them. And then here we go, bink, throw that right on the ground, and it should... Where's our other boss? Is it just this dude? Oh, it's a Z construct. All right, I don't like what's happening here. Let me throw some missiles out, and we'll pop some turrets down in this area. Hopefully the orbital strike of doom and despair will take them out for me, and I don't have to work that hard. Whoa. Oh, it's a lot of damage. Yo, Z construct, chill. It's not super accurate, which I understand it is the strongest move ever, and it, like, destroys everything in its path. But if it, you know, aimed at the big enemies, that would be kind of rad, I think. That's pretty good, though. I cannot complain. We know what I'm not gonna do? Complain about the damage. Okay, let's take out the Z construct, and let's call it a day, and hope for an ATG from Teleporter. Give me it! ATG. 2 of them. Squid Polyp! I need more AoE. I need either a gasoline to go with my ignition tank or a ukulele back. We have Razor Wire, which is helping a lot. We have Void Scent Flame, which is also pretty good. But I'm feeling quite overwhelmed, overstimulated, if you will. And I actually don't think there's anything left on the stage to do, and we didn't get Newt, which is maybe a miss. I almost crashed. I'm just gonna leave. We have been given repurposed crater. Oh, hello? I thought I put a turret down. It didn't go down. This guy's cooked. I mean, our turrets are so strong. Our missiles are so strong. It's a really, really good build. Let me pop this guy for a good void item, maybe? Something stellar. Ooh, no, I mean, I'll take it. Is that a Squid Polyp that you got? Squid Polyp, I need you to not do that. I need you to be on my team. I need you to commit to my team. I can't have you flip-flopping around. Ooh, Sail Star, perfectly for stage 4 with a legendary Jesus Christ. Stage 4 with a legendary chest, meaning I can get 2 reds. Hopefully they're not as terrible as the first two. Ooh, we do have a scrapper. I'm gonna scrap Ben's Raincoat because it's terrible. I think we scrap Rejuverak also. We don't need double healing. We don't even have healing. Like, I don't think we have a single piece of healing at all, if I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna pop out a different turret too. Yeah, we're gonna get the Hydra Cannon popping. Again, I don't really know what it does in terms of how it's different from all the others. Hydra Cannon, though, sounds and looks the coolest, so it has to be the strongest. Ooh, and we can look at this weird little newt spot. Easy peasy to get, though. Let's find where Legendary is. Legendary on this stage can be found by looking for a golden tree. And there it is, golden tree. Legendary chest is right there. I can't quite ping it. I could also pop another mountain shrine, essentially, which I'm going to do. TC280, not what I'm looking for. Not what I was looking to see, but alas, I'll pick it up. Legendary chest is a crisp 5,300. Which isn't too bad. We're at 46 at the moment. I think we have enough. Give me incredible reds. Yeah, I mean, I'll take both. Afterburner's pretty nice, especially with Pocket ICBM. Those are going to work very well together for the rest of this run. The War Bonds is pretty good. One thing I'm really looking for is a Lysate Cell. Of course, this is true on every Engineer run, but especially today. Lysate Cell will give me an extra use of our special ability, which means we get to put down a third turret. Ooh, another Sail Star. I don't think we have much left to loot on the stage, though I would love to find a large chest. But I think we're just about out. That does mean stage 5, we get a double Sail Star. I do think I'm popping the key now. Lysate Cell. Oh, no, but I have to take Polyloot. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that's the play. We didn't find a key, and I just don't think there are any other chests here. And I'm a little bit too greedy to wait one more stage. Ooh, damage chest Sail Star is one of my favorite things to do. Decent. I feel as though this crazy shotgun blast also might be good for bleed. It's a pretty low fire rate, but it is hitting enemies like a bunch of times in one shot, so I'm gonna play around with the turret types. It feels weird to just use one type, even if one is the best. I want to use them all, and we should be able to purchase this in a second. Come on, turrets, let me buy the TC280. There we are. Let's do teleporter. Now I gotta look up because the orbital strike does hit parts of the map. Ooh! I'm gonna throw it. I don't even care where it lands. I'm throwing that, and I don't want to actually deal with these guys. This is a scary place to be. I'm just gonna stay around the area to keep them nearby, and we'll let the orbital strike do its thing. Please don't hit terrain. Hit them, please. Okay, that's working. Yep, that'll work. That is great. Thank you so much. I need you to move a little bit left. Enemies, come on over here. Come on, check this out. Come on over in this area. Yep. That is almost it for the Lemurians. I think all the Lemurians are dead, and it's just the Amalgamator left. I could be wrong. No, we seem pretty Lemurian clear at the moment. Now we can focus fire over here. Lemurians are wiped out in one orbital strike, and my items. I mean, it's a fine item. I want ATG, though. Newt, what are we looking at in here? Whoa. Whoa, we lose one rose buckle. That's perfect. I don't even hate that at all. Let's go to Sky Meadow, and I'm not taking infusion. Now, we don't even really have a headset build, to be totally real with you, mainly because we don't have a focus crystal or any bands. However, it's still a great item and is going to allow us to avoid fall damage for the entire run. No, my missile, they're like, you know when, like, jets and stuff and helicopters, they have, like, the flares that stop missiles from hitting the plane? That's what the rocks are. I can't shoot the enemies because they keep chasing after rocks. Thank God we have 4 natural backup mags for the run that I don't need them in. Like, give me this on a loader run so I can grapple more. I don't need them here. I already get 100 charges in the thing. I don't need 104. Oops, I just sail started. Oh. Whoa, and that's on me. And that is on me. Mentos got Sail Starred. You can see it in the chat on a healing chest. It literally does not get worse than that, other than maybe a large healing chest. Now, we do have a Void Seed on the stage. Ooh, give me a gun. Yoink. Hopefully we get our Lysate Cell out of the Void Seed. You never know, but I would hope so. I accidentally just used my Orbital Strike, but that's, you know what, it's okay. I'm so used to mines. Because I'm gonna be doing teleporter in more than 5 minutes, so using this now actually does not waste it for teleporter, and it just looks crazy all of the time anyway. I don't even think it's gonna kill anything. To be honest, I think I already killed all the enemies, mostly, but I mean, it looks awesome. It's just not electric. We're playing Helldivers out here, and it turns that purple laser color and then kind of just dissipates after a little while, but the ground remains on fire. It's a beautiful animation. You know what I'm gonna do just to be a rat? We're taking 3 armor-piercing rounds. we're gonna be not very nice to Mithrix. Why not? And who doesn't love extra boss damage when we can have it, right? Like, there's no reason not to just be a rascal about it. And I don't have to worry about a pillar skip because we have our head stompers, so we can pillar skip by default. Yo, the rejuve rack we don't have anymore is coming in big. We still have 10 void enemies. I don't know where they are. I don't know how there can be that many, and I don't know where any of them are at, but it's fine. Well, here's one of them. And I hate a void jailer. They're very scary to me. Let's see how much damage we do just with missiles. Ah, that's pretty good. That's about half of his health. Do I see a voided gup? No, it's a bronzong with a icon around him. We can just throw M1s out, though. I truly do wish that that was multiplied by the ICBM. I'll get over it by tomorrow. Another backup mag. I'm gonna crash out. Actually, you know what I could do? Get him out of here. That's 5 white scrap. That's 5 armor-piercing rounds. All right, now let's actually clear this area in here of all the void enemies nearby. Yo, sir, relax. Because I'm looking for a lysate cell, and I will not stop until I get one. This is the last dude in the corner. We are clear. We're getting a lot of chance shrines, which is making me sad I didn't take the chance doll out of, I think, the Halcyon shrine earlier. But usually the game gives me a chance doll from the last chance shrine on a map. Oh, it didn't. And now we get a void cradle. Ooh, Lost Seers is not the play. It's just not that helpful at this point in the game. I guess if we don't have any crit, I'll go for it. I just don't think it's really gonna matter. And Needle Tick, I think I'd rather... Nah, Needle Tick's actually kind of nasty for the more bursty turrets. And there are a lot of equipment on this stage, like this multi-shop. There could be a recycler in one of them. Like, oh man, I love Saw. I'm gonna take this for recycler. No! Our chances are not out. We have another multi-shop. I must again try. Cube. Okay, well. It's not what you want to see. Again, Halcyon Shrine. I did forget to the last one last stage. I don't think it necessarily matters. I think we're probably good on just leaving it here. Our build's crazy. I mean, we're a very strong engineer build, let me tell you. We did get a focus crystal and a crowbar. Both very nice head stompers builds. Another repulsion armor, and we have a void cradle down here. I'll take a plasma shrimp at this point. I would love that for the extra missiles. It is a key. Okay, sweet. We get 1 extra attempt at a lysate cell, a plasma shrimp on the moon. We'll go up to the last area up here, loot this up, scrap a little more, then do teleporter. I probably print into armor-piercing rounds to make Mithrix really easy. And I really don't know if I take Lost Seers. It's just not gonna do anything for us, and the small chance that we find a crit soup on the moon and can print those reds into is literally worth not picking it up. And honestly, as much as I hate to say it, I think Ignition Tank also needs to go. I want 5 green scrap for the moon, and we do not have anything that's gonna use that. Watch us get Magma Worm and Molten Perforator though from teleporter. I mean, we do have a gun. Wait, we have a gun and a mountain shrine? Charged Perforator is not out of the question. And we're jumping in, baby. Bang. If it's an overloading worm, we're gunning it. Grandparent. I mean, I don't even want to use the gun. But, like, I'm gonna use the gun. We're gonna throw out the orbital strike right there. We'll let that do the work. Like, I guess I pick this up? I don't even want it. It makes phase 4 harder. Oop, don't get me. Yo! Run away from the ball. Let's watch the obliteration of the grandparents, because they don't move, so they should just be in the damage zone. Oh, the damage zone. Does it move toward me? I hope not. I hope it goes backwards. Go away from me. Go get the grandparents. Oh, there we are. Yeah, it's not doing that much damage. Let me add in some. It's a little underwhelming. For an orbital strike that has a cooldown every 5 minutes, it's slightly underwhelming, if I'm going to keep it real. Let me throw in a turret, and eliminate. And we're given Faraday Spurs. The speed is going to be unreal. I should have actually only picked up one and then left the other one on the ground so I could scrap one and keep one, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm going to grab it. I'm not going to not pick up an item. Will it hurt me later in the run? Maybe, I don't know. Teleporter is done. I go pick up some other equipment. I don't really know what yet. I'm gonna do cube for now, and we'll take a look around. And then, we gotta find that scrapper to get rid of a shipping request form. Honestly, we have 5 green scrap. I don't have enough to make 10. So I'll take 1 extra item with the shipping request form, because I don't think the backup is the way to go. We do have the drone item, the dynamite. I don't think that's going to come in that handy, though. We could take Seed of Life back, and honestly, Seed of Life is just better than Cube. Did we take 9 armor-piercing rounds? Maybe I'm going to take 6. I'm going to take 6 armor-piercing rounds, because then I still can print into some green on the moon. Because that gives me 11 armor-piercing rounds, and I don't think we're ever going to need more than that. I'm also realizing I don't need crowbar. We have war bonds that's going to take the crowbar buff away, so buy crowbar. And I'm not going to do Halcyon Shrine. Sometimes it's a little scary, alright, and I don't feel like it. What if I died? That would be really embarrassing. And we are golden. Let's let our Faraday Spurs catch up and start to teleport us very quickly to where we need to go. We will look for our Void Key, actually, first. Not here. We will get our shipping request form, and we will pillar skip. But I do see our first victim of the day. I think this kills straight up. Let's see. Just the missiles? Yep, okay. Shipping request form. Good item. Ooh, more speed. Yo, what did I say? What did I say? This is why you don't pick up the bad crit glasses unless you have the build for it. We now have 6 crit glasses. We could go stun grenade, but I'm glad that I didn't. We go up here. Wow, I mean, bad items. We found our Void Key Lysate cell out of here. Yo, what are we doing? I'm gonna take this because it's fine. The only red is brain stocks, which, I mean, I'm gonna take because it's the only one. And then green items were also kind of atrocious. I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess we take this. Like, there's not really a good option, so I don't know. And we should be able to pillar skip very easily here. I hold space, I go right into the spot, and then we sprint in now. We go very quickly upwards, and I jump to stop momentum, and we're up. Now, I could keep my turrets behind the wall. I don't want to do that. That's lame. We're fighting Mithrix legit. Now, we got Badass Engineer. Oh, whoa, the damage is insane. Badass Engineer versus normal Mithrix, and we are going to cook this so fast. Our armor-piercing rounds are going to make this genuinely trivial, and Phase 3, I'm going to try to time correctly so it lands on Mithrix when it starts. I don't know if I'll be successful, though. He jumps, let's get in the air, let's get right down. Bang! I don't do a lot of damage without bands with that. I'm going to keep it real. It is underwhelming, to say the least. Once these missiles hit, that is the end of Phase 1. Phase 2 comes in. I want to make sure I do this kind of smartly. I don't want to go too quick with this, because I want to see if I can... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Relax. Can I do this? If I pop this here, right? And then I kind of... I want to almost bring... Oh, yeah, come here, come here, come here. No! I think it only activates when an enemy pops near it, so I would love for, obviously, him to come down, and now it's going to activate immediately. I gotta keep him near the middle, though. I gotta keep you nearby, otherwise it's not going to hit him. Although it does suck enemies in. I kind of forgot about that part of it. Mithrix, you're not allowed to jump right now. You are not. You're a rascal, and you're a rat for that, you know? He's gonna come back down. I'm gonna head stomp into an orbital strike and then get out of there. He's gonna pizza in a second. We have an orbital strike on Mithrix during pizza. I can't ask for anything better, though I can't see pizza. Little bit scary, but we can manage. Do I have a turret down? I do. I have multiple turrets down. Woo! We have a lot of missiles to pick up, or a lot of drones to assist. Let me go right back down on his noggin and keep going. Pop down another turret, although I gotta make sure I don't use everything all at once, because I'm gonna need some stuff for the end. I'm a little bit concerned about phase 4, but I don't really know how to avoid that from... Yup, okay, yep. We are going to pop one drone here, and the other one's too far away. Give me my turrets back. Yup, not turrets, drones. Yep. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna head out, okay? Pop. Threw some missiles out, do some damage. Okay. Yep. Oh, it's fast. Oh, yep. Alrighty, okay. And that will do it. Thank you so much. And just like that, an engineer run that you don't see very often. Now, I will say my minion damage is still higher than mine. Okay, I acknowledge that. But 1.1 million base engineers, not bad at all. An incredible build. I'm glad we got the Pocket ICBM, even though it didn't work with our M1. Good items across the board. Go try out Badass Engineer yourself. Link in the description for the mod. And with all that being said, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.